Streets of Rage 2!
This game is so good.
Yes.
I'm an Axel fan myself. Very boring. Very balanced character.
Oh, we're hitting each other.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, is that a mode?
I didn't see a mode thing, though. So I didn't, I guess we'll do this again. I didn't have the Sega Genesis growing up. I didn't get it until later. I think I went into Funko Land or something at the time, and I eventually bought one. You know, and but I played a lot of like Columns. I went over at friends' houses and I played Sega Genesis. The first time when I was a kid, you know, I went into the arcades to play Mortal Kombat, so I saw the blood and everything that way. You know, I remember going over to a friend's house and I remember seeing the blood in Mortal Kombat at home on the console, and it was a big deal, just like, you know, people talk about. I remember him not worrying about like his mom seeing it or whatever and shit like that, and us putting in the code to get the blood code and all that, and Genesis was the cooler console, and that's coming from somebody. I was a Nintendo kid, but I always, you know, to this day, I always feel like, you know, Sega Genesis always just had that reputation, and it had that sort of thing. It's got that Genesis sound.
So I got the Genesis second, and by the time I got the Genesis, they were into the bundles. And like
when Sonic came with it or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And I bought the Streets of Rage bundle.
Oh.
The Streets of Rage 2 bundle, actually.
This game.
Yeah, so it's funny that the copy of the game we're playing is the not-for-resale copy, which came in that bundle. But it's not that copy. This is from Mike's collection.
Yeah, this is mine. This is one of the top-tier Sega Genesis games. I mean, when I think of Sega Genesis, I think Sonic the Hedgehog. The next title that comes to my mind is Streets of Rage.
This game is so good.
Yeah.
I can't say enough good things about this game. It's like...
If you own a Sega Genesis, you have to own this game. This is like... There's nothing negative to say here. Like, perfect graphics, perfect music. Like... It's everything that you would want out of a side-scrolling beat 'em up. I mean, it's Streets of Rage. What do you want?
I'm sorry. A lot of younger people and older people would disagree with me. I think this is in my top 10 favorite games. I think this is one of the greatest games ever made. I'm standing behind that 100%. It's just the control is so good. It's so satisfying. It's the beat 'em up format perfected. You know, like I said, I played a lot of Super Nintendo. Mm-hmm. I think this game kicks the crap out of Final Fight.
I agree with that. I like this game better than Final Fight 2. Final Fight is, like, absurdly difficult to the point of, like, it's a little bit ridiculous, which kind of makes it, like, unfun to a degree to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Final Fight, but it's kind of like... It was an arcade game, and it was meant to be able, you know...
It was a quarter...
It was a quarter muncher,
yeah.
And then you play it on Super Nintendo, and it's like, it's kind of like they forgot that now it's on a console.
Right.
You know? I still like it, but it's just... I like this better. And also, talk about games that just define what you think of when you think of the Sega Genesis. I mean, this is like your 80s, you know, like... This is what's in my mind when I think of Sega Genesis. The music, the characters.
This game has everything that makes a Sega game.
Yeah.
That's absolutely true. Yeah, like if you picture a Genesis box, you know, most Genesis boxes have all the games on the back of them. You know, the little TVs with all the games.
Right.
Like that's kind of what they did with the back of the box. You know, this game better be on that box because, I mean, but the other thing about it is this is kind of like a mid to early title.
Yeah. So we're playing this on the At Game system, which you picked up. You want to tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah. So At Games, they put out the original AV Genesis. You could buy at Toys R Us for many years now, but you know, over the past year they came out with the HDMI.
I have to say, I was not a fan of that. For one thing, because of the fact that it was AV and it wasn't HDMI, and we were into the point of like the NES Classic had come out, and it was like everything was HDMI at that point. So now this is HDMI, which is good, but I believe that controller that you're playing with, that's like your own controller,
right? Yeah, this is a Genesis 6 button.
So I still say the controllers that come with it fucking suck. They're like these infrared shitty.
They're not infrared. Well, they're not.
Oh, they're not now?
They are radio frequency.
But yeah, I like the Genesis controllers to be like the wired classic controllers.
Definitely.
I think that if they're gonna sell this, that's the next thing that they should do. Re-release this next year, I guess, and start selling it with like a real Sega Genesis controller instead of these things, because those things suck.
That's one thing that you have to say. You know, Nintendo didn't do many things right with the NES Classic. One thing they did do right was the controller.
The cord wasn't long.
The cord was too short, but hey, look, it's the White Queen.
Yeah, but those controllers are great though. Like the controller itself, like they got that right. And then this system does come with like a good selection of games as well, right?
I would argue that it's a better selection of Genesis games than the NES Classic is a selection of NES games.
Oh, and I do want to point out, you know, one of the good things about these systems is that you can play with the original cartridges. I brought this cartridge over, so we are playing on a cartridge, not on a pre-included game.
This is very similar to the Turtles stage where you fight Baxter Stockman.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Bring apple.
Yeah. If you think about the beat-em-ups of the era, this seems insane.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you know? It's like...
What am I even gonna do?
That's such a weird eating sound. What's the... Also, some of the enemies, like the dudes with the coats here, are very similar to Final Fight enemies.
Look at that bad anime.
Yeah.
Can you?
Okay.
Oh, you can't.
No, but you can ease up. Like, go up until the first guy comes out. Like, you could do that.
Right. That's like right out of Miss Pac-Man, that eating sound.
Yeah. Yeah, where do they get that sound effect? It's like from a free library or something. They're like, we need something here.
I'm surprised that you would put this as, I mean, as far as Sega Genesis games, I think I would put this in my top 10 of Sega Genesis games for sure, maybe even top 5.
Right.
But games of all time?
It's just enjoyable. Well, why do you play games? You play games to have fun, right?
Right.
You know?
So would you say this is your favorite like side-scrolling beat 'em up?
Yeah, I like it better. I like it better than Turtles, which would probably be.
I can understand that. Turtles gets a little redundant to me, and I love Turtles in time, but it does.
Especially Turtles 3. That game is so many levels.
Turtles 2, the arcade game, also gets.
Yeah.
That one's really redundant.
Yeah. Well, I just bought a Simpsons cab. It's coming on Wednesday.
That, you know what? I love that game, but that also gets a little redundant.
But you know what I like about that? I like the mini games in between the levels. I think that's pretty cool.
No, it's an awesome game.
I was thinking, you know, you could play Turtles, like, other than X-Men, like, you could play Turtles on a console, you could play, you know, a lot of the beat-em-ups on console, you play Streets of Rage on console. I feel like Simpsons is a pretty unique game.
I've made this point before with, like, the side-scrolling beat-em-ups. I think all of them get pretty redundant, which is why I think Shadows over Mystara has been one of my favorites over the years, because that game includes
the radial menu.
Yeah, thank you, the radial menu. It has that, and there's so many different like magic attacks and things that you can do. I feel like it breaks it up a bit more to where you can keep having different types of attacks so that the game, as you're going through it, it's not quite as redundant as a lot of other beat 'em ups can get. At least for me, that's how I've always felt about it.
But there is something to be said for the resolution this game is and stuff like that. Like Castle Crashers.
Oh, look at the foreground, like how it moves.
Yeah, that is interesting.
That's awesome.
There's a lot of modern games that do what this game does, but I don't think they do it as well. I like Castle Crashers, but as a modern example. But the characters are small. Look how big the characters are in this.
That's true. Oh, you're just saying like this is like beautiful to look at?
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I mean that's one of the big points. You know how large the characters are and just how good looking the game is. This game looks awesome with like HDMI.
Yeah.
I have to say as well. Actually, you were over my house one time and we were playing it on my RGB setup.
Yeah.
And like it was just like kind of like drooling at the screen.
Yeah.
How like good it looks. This game in particular, it's a beautiful, beautiful game. And now I want to play Bare Knuckle.
Which Bare Knuckle is the name of this game in Japan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, this game's awesome.
See?
It's been a while since I played it. This is the one I played the most.
It's really good.
Yeah. It's kind of like similar to Double Dragon in that way. I think I played Double Dragon 2 the most of the three on like NES. And I played 3 the least.
Played a ton of Double Dragon.
Yeah.
Especially Double Dragon 2.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? When I first got the NES Classic, I was playing Double Dragon 2, and I like beat it, like first try, like just annihilated the game. Like,
yeah.
And I was shocked.
It's easier one player. Did you do one player?
Yeah.
Doing it 2 players is fucking hard.
And I was shocked at that because that's not a game that
it's a tough game.
that I typically. You know what it was? All my jumps were on.
You know what you never want to do is try to beat fucking Double Dragon 3.
Oh yeah.
It's awful.
Because if you lose Billy and Jimmy, or if you lose I forget whichever one you are, Billy or Jimmy, and you're fighting with Chin. Chin's not so good, or any of the other characters.
Yeah, well, there's 4 different.
Yeah.
It's just.
I feel like they're not very good.
You have to spam the
spin kick.
The spin kick,
yeah,
basically, to get through it,
like
and it's
Disney
still
World.
hard. That was like, oh well, that's Disney World, but that last level was like the pirate level in Turtles in Time.
Yeah.
You know, bury my shell, it wounded me.
The people who made Turtles in Time are just looking at this game, and
they were
like,
just Streets of Rage fans.
They were just like, yeah.
They're like, let's just put the Turtles in Streets of Rage.
Oh wow, this guy's name's Bino. Now he's getting the uppercut though.
Give him the knife.
He's an interesting enemy because he spawns knives.
Are we going into like a haunted amusement ride here?
I guess so. We're going to it's Alien, man. There's xenomorphs here and shit.
But I think it's like supposed to be a theme park, right?
Oh crap. That's you.
Now this is Genesis music right here.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
Yeah. Like the guy comes out of a fucking like.
Yeah. He's in a cocoon.
With a bag of money.
Yeah. You know what? I don't think there are any Alien games on this system that are as cool as this. Could you imagine, like...
Yeah.
I feel sorry for
Toe Jam and Earl, if you want to count it. They're aliens, right?
I feel sorry for the guy who came to work one day and they're like, yo, we need you to make Fog for level 2. And this was what he came up with. The line.
I don't know. I kind of like it. You don't like it?
It probably looks really good on a CRT with the like.
Yeah, but not so much.
You know, because look, we can.
Well,
see...
these games were designed to be viewed on a CRT.
Like we could see the.
Which is this, and that's a perfect example of why I always say like. I would prefer to always have the original system on an original like CRT or something like that, because there's things like that Fog right there. It would look better.
It would look great,
and you would have a better experience. You know?
Yeah, but now you could see the blocks, you know, because the resolution's so low.
Right.
Like it's being upscaled to 720p. Like now we gotta fight the freaking Viking head looking thing there.
That sound effect does not match.
No.
Like. Shouldn't it be more like raw?
There we go, we got him.
Oh, it's like the first boss from. This guy is in Final Fight, isn't he? No, it's Blanca.
Yeah, it's Blanca.
By accident, sorry. We shouldn't have that. Shouldn't have that on. No, there's a dude in Final Fight that I think looks like that too, with Vega's claws. He's just like. Culmination of everything.
How many guys can you fight? You know, like in these games.
Oh, can you get that still, or we can't move now?
No, it's the end of the level. I think he's the boss. Yeah.
I'm glad that I brought over my own controller so that I didn't have to bitch the whole video.
Oh,
because I'm really particular. Because if I got stuck with that @games controller, I was gonna be the biggest I was gonna be the biggest pain in the ass if I would have got stuck with that. So you're lucky.
It's like boo. Like, why does that say that there of all the things it could say?
Boo haunted house. Do baseball. Like, what? How about like play baseball?
Yeah.
Do baseball.
It's like,
yo, do baseball. It's like boo.
I'm a fan of my uppercuts.
You are wrecking the world with that uppercut, man.
Yeah, Koshu doesn't have anything on me.
Koshu.
Oh, that's what you do. I hit him. I hit him with the knife.
I love this game. This game is fucking awesome.
See?
Yeah.
What's not to like?
Nothing. I can't think of anything yet that I don't like about it.
This game is the Zelda Link to the Past of beat 'em ups. I don't know, maybe it's nostalgia, but I don't think so.
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. I think it's just a high quality beat 'em up.
Oh!
This is the equivalent of Linda, I guess, in Double Dragon. You were saying White Queen.
From X-Men?
X-Men is more accurate, I guess.
Oh, there's another game that's definitely Genesis. The X-Men and X-Men 2.
Okay, yeah.
You know what?
Clone Wars?
That's the X2 is Clone Wars. Yeah.
We could do those. Why don't we play those?
Because games are too damn hard.
Yeah.
Those games are painfully hard.
Yeah, no, they're hard.
I mean, I don't mind playing it, but like, if you want to see us get to level 2,
yeah, that's true.
You know.
You grabbing? What are you doing to me? Axel's
getting in.
He's getting it in.
Oh
wow!
There's that guy. Big go.
By the way, did you ever play what's it called? Ninja Baseball Batman?
No, I wanted to after I saw it.
It's so good. We have to do it for a video.
Oh yeah?
It's like one of the best fucking games ever. There's always like this part where there's like the elevator going down. You know
what else is weird about this? The elevator in this game just keeps going faster and faster. Like if you watch it in the background.
It's like big rigs. Oh my god. Fucking, I thought we were done and 12,000 other guys came out.
There's the food. All right, let's not get.
I need it more so.
Yeah, here you get it. Oh, how do I get out?
I don't know how to get out. Oh boy.
There you go.
Got it. You get the rest if you can.
Yeah.
Go for it. Go get it. Get it. Oh man. Oh no. No. Oh yeah. Fuck me. Oh shit.
So this guy's Abadede, but he's obviously supposed to be a Bobo. Crap.
With space boots. Sounds like there's a fucking parakeet in the background.
Yeah, the skater's name is Skate.
I guess I should have picked somebody else, but I like her. So you said you would play Sega Genesis over your friend's house. When did you get the Sega Genesis then?
I got the Sega Genesis right before the 32X came out.
Okay, so you had it early on then.
Oh, was the 32X fairly early on?
Did you pause it, or did it lock up?
Oh, it may have locked up. So, you know, we had to restart on 5 because...
The game locked up.
The game locked up, but luckily there is a level select code.
Yeah, and I want to tell them what it is. So what you do, if you guys are playing this, on the second controller, which is me, I hold down A and B, and then Ryan just goes to the options, and then you can select what stage you want to go to. So we're back to where we were.
This code also lets you select how many lives you want. You can go up to like 7, but we just picked the default 3.
Yeah, so we're back. So it's a good thing you can do that, because we'd have been playing for like a half hour or something. So yeah, so it's good that they include something like that.
Yeah. And I never knew about that. And like I said, I've played this game a ton.
Right, I didn't know either.
Yeah. It's such a simple code, too. It's not like you have to hold down anything or...
Fuck! And I was just about to get that. Oh.
Yeah, it happened to me, too. This guy's the boss of level 1. We're fighting him again. That's a common 16 and 8-bit era trope, to have the boss of an earlier level just reappear as a normal enemy
later on.
Yeah,
but usually like not quite as hard.
Yeah,
it's like what Mario would actually look like. Holy shit, he's fucking crazy. Oh. You're up.
Haha! He thought he was tough.
I don't think skating on the beach like this
would not work at all.
It would work too hot.
They didn't think of that, did they? All these beat 'em up games have, like you're going to like the island base.
Yeah.
I think one of the main reasons I like this game is because the moves are very effortless. Like doing the different moves.
That's true.
Like I do these uppercuts all day.
My guy's got like a roll thing.
Yeah, his roll's cool actually.
You're beating the shit out of me instead.
Oh, sorry. Happens. Hey, look, if they punch each other enough, well, maybe they'll think I'm one of them and they'll let me in the base.
I don't blame you for beating me up. I'm an asshole in roller skates on the beach. Like, I deserve it.
Yeah, the last time I saw an asshole in roller skates, I beat him up too. Yeah, this damn level's right out of Double Dragon. It's so like...
It's kind of like Metal Gear.
Yeah, and Metal Gear too. We're going back to Nam. Come on, fatty.
Balloon.
Balloons!
Oh no, Golba. And Goroman. Where do they come up with these names? Sega's crack department of fucking naming.
You know, they were like, we're just gonna look at an American dictionary.
How about Golba? What's that mean? I don't know. Name him that.
Yeah, that'll be good. Well, a gourmand is somebody who likes gourmet food. That's like a real word.
Right.
But Golba?
No, Golba, I was saying.
I don't know, they just needed another G word and they were like, oh, fuck it, why not? I love our critique on their naming. we're like, look, Sega.
Fucking Sega of 1992.
Sega of 1992.
We'll tell you a thing or two. Oh, we got the evil fortress in the background. You see it? Oh! Kill Blanco. Go get that food.
Yeah.
I'll take him.
We got him. We got the flying guy.
He was the problem.
Yeah, that's.
He was way easier, by the way, this time.
Yeah. Well, it's because we got him.
Souther.
You know what? The other thing about this game is the enemies get hit when you punch them. They don't have stupid blocking. A lot of the Final Fight enemies just block the whole time. And you gotta get around that somehow.
Our guys have cool, like, animations when they're just standing still. I noticed my guy is with his roller skates. He's kind of like bouncing up and down. Like this? Doing some bouncing. Doing bouncing. Well, like Turtles in Time did that kind of shit too. Yeah, they like sit down and stuff, yeah. Oh, here's the robot level. It's like Mega Man X. Yeah. There you go. See that
Oh, you
little
gave him the
fucking
flip.
maneuver?
Yeah. It's like in Turtles 3, you gotta do the move that does the double damage. You know, you push the two together.
Right. Oh my god.
Get the one up.
I can get there. Got it. I just want to switch to somebody else. I like Blaze more.
Yeah, he's smaller and
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
yeah.
Oh, breakdancing.
Yeah. Another thing to do in the 90s. Breakdance.
Oh. Last level? Not yet. This is still.
Yeah.
This is where shit's gonna get real.
The diagonal walkway.
That too.
I've never been here
Oh,
before.
is it gonna drop actually?
Oh, you better believe it. This is the fucking diagonal walkway. It's not messing around.
I'm back.
I thought you were a bad guy. I started like coming after you. I'm like,
You've been punching the shit out of me the
Yeah.
whole game. It's nothing new to me. There's no way you would survive this situation. Like 100, like fucking muscle-bound ninjas with fucking Cyclops.
how many
like,
ninjas do they have? Like Mr. X.
All of them.
Every ninja in the world must be on this elevator right now.
The elevator's just gonna drop because it can't fucking hold the weight of all these
Count the weight
ninjas.
of all the ninjas. That's one way to deal with somebody. You just put so many ninjas on there that the elevator
The
can't
floor
hold it.
collapses and everybody dies. Mr. X is just like, ha ha ha, my evil plan worked. My evil plan of destroying the floor.
And all the... He took out you and all the ninjas in one
Yeah.
fell swoop.
It's like
No.
the infrastructure will not hold. Oh my god. And then I will bring every basketball player. I'm done. Oh, this is just like Final Fight's ending.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Is it gonna be an old man in a wheelchair? No, I know you already told me what it is,
Yeah.
but so now this is like kind of like Die Hard,
Yeah, right.
where all this is
I'm
coming
in
from.
Nakatomi Plaza.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah. Oh, I can't lose this against him. Here you go.
Here we go.
So here's Flame Kick, dude.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
gonna kick
I've
my ass.
Definitely seen this. Yeah, and the dude in the chair has the machine gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. This is cool.
I love how he does that.
Good luck.
This guy.
Shiva.
I love his name Shiva. That's so cool.
What his name should be.
Yeah.
You're doing well. I don't want to jinx you. Oh,
Yeah, that's not good.
fuck. Come on.
There you go.
No. No. Yes. All right. Come on. You can do this. You got
I can't kill him.
1.5. Oh, there's like enemies too.
Yeah.
That sucks. I didn't know that.
And he's got 2 life bars.
Oh man. Wow, this is a hard game. One more. Oh no, that's it. I
That's it.
thought you had one
No,
more. Oh,
I didn't.
shit.
Yeah, so that
Well, it was a good attempt.
that's that.
I mean, it gets tough.
If I had a few more lives,
Yeah.
it's no problem. You know, I feel like I was only playing well in the end there, where you're basically do the uppercut, knock him down, get in the right position. Do the uppercut, knock him down, get in the right position. And if you get, like, there was a time in my life when I could get through that whole elevator, like, without getting hit.
Yeah.
You know? And
so
then,
like, I felt like, when I would play, speaking of like beat 'em ups, when I would play, I guess, Turtles 2 arcade game, there's that move you do where like you hit the A and B together, and like I would use like Wrath, and you would like jump and hit like like you gotta get like good at shit like that. I hadn't played this in years, and I also didn't grow up with it. The guy I was using for a while, the skate guy, I didn't really know at first. It wasn't until the end of when I started to die that I started to figure out how to do the jumping thing, and Blaze was easier because she just had like the punch and whatever. So some of the moves. So I feel like if we were to start this over and go through it again, I might do a little bit better. I don't know if I could. I still don't think I would beat it. To be honest with you, I'd probably have to play this game like through at least like 3 times, I think, until I'd be able to beat it. You almost did it right there. You were like fucking close. I can tell. You played this quite a bit. But this game is fucking excellent. I wish that I had a Sega Genesis when I was a kid but in a way, I'm glad that I didn't, because now I'm able to go back and play some of these games now fresh and new. Yeah. And this is like something you were asking earlier if you thought this was just nostalgia or whether it holds up. Yeah. I mean, I have played this before, but I didn't have it as a kid. So for me, there's not as much nostalgic value. I think that this is excellent. I think it's a top tier, side-scrolling beat 'em up. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really awesome. I like it a lot. It's one of my favorite games, as I said. Yeah, you should play this game if you could play it. There's virtual console versions of it. I think it's on Steam. Like
there's like a Steam package that has all of them, I think.
Yeah, this is a game you want to play, and you want to play it on controller like this or like the one that you had.
Yeah, get a real controller.
Get a USB. I mean, like if you're not gonna play it on the Genesis, get a good USB one. It's awesome.